Gypsy Rose Blanchard is pondering the possibilities. Blanchard, 33, who is expecting a girl with her boyfriend Ken Urker, was asked if she had considered the relationship her late mother Claudine D.D. Blanchard could have had with her child during her appearance on the most recent episode of The Bachelor star Nick Viall's The Viall Files podcast on Wednesday, October 16. I mean, for me, it is heartbreaking because I do, from time to time, think about what could have been, and it makes me sad, Blanchard stated. So, I sort of forgot about that. As a result, there have been inquiries on social media. What are you going to tell your daughter whenever grandma isn't around? Was the question that everyone asked. In reference to her stepmother, Christy Blanchard, Gypsy stated, "My answer to them is that Christy has become more of a mother to me than my own mother was." When Blanchard said Christy is going to be Grandma Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who is pregnant, and her boyfriend Ken Urker go on a cute date to the Marina del Rey, after serving 8 of her 10-year prison term for plotting her mother's murder with her then-boyfriend Nicholas Nick Godejohn. The expectant mother was freed from prison in December 2023. On June 9, 2015, Godejohn fatally stabbed D.D. in her Springfield, Missouri home while Blanchard, whose mother had put her through years of needless medical treatments and believed she had a slew of illnesses, waited in the laboratory. Blanchard is thought to have suffered from Munchausen syndrome by proxy, a rare type of maltreatment where a guardian fabricates a child's condition in order to gain sympathy and attention. Rod Blanchard, Blanchard's father, married Christy after divorcing D.D., and the two of them have 2 children together. Getting stronger. A pregnant Gypsy Rose Blanchard shares a video of her daughter kicking Blanchard, stated on Wednesday that she tries not to be bothered by other negative comments that she gets online about being a mother. She stated on the show, "The one thing that just irritates me is the fact that people really have this stigma on, new parents that have come from a life of trauma and the stigma of, you had been through this, so you're going to continue on that cycle with your child." To keep informed about the best that POPLA has to offer, from captivating human interest stories to celebrity news, subscribe to their free daily email. I think that's so unfair to put that on someone because I'm a person that I'm taking the steps to make sure that I'm mentally stable enough to be a parent and heal myself, she said. As a result, I may not be a flawless parent in the future, no one is, but I'm going to try my hardest, make wise decisions with my child, and get the help I need to achieve it. Blanchard's remarks follow a charming social media post in which she and her fiancé Urker announced they were expecting a child in August. Gypsy later talked to POPLA about how she discovered she was pregnant after announcing her pregnancy the previous month. She said, "I was very surprised at the moment. Visit www.childhelp.org or contact the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-4-A-CHILD or 1-800-422-4453 if you believe a child has been abused. Every call is private and toll-free. The hotline is available in over 170 languages around the clock." Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who rose to national prominence after being found guilty of killing her violent mother, D.D. Blanchard, in 2015, has voiced her profound sadness that her late mother will never get to see her first child, a baby girl. Gypsy Rose revealed in an emotional statement that learning she was pregnant made her feel both excited about the future and deeply saddened by her mother's absence at this significant time in her life. "It's heartbreaking to know she'll never meet my daughter," Gypsy added, regretting and grieving at the same time. Gypsy Rose suffered from years of horrific abuse at the hands of her mother, who kept her in a wheelchair despite Gypsy's physical condition by fabricating diseases, misrepresenting her health, and manipulating her daughter's life. In spite of this, Gypsy has discussed in interviews the complexity of her sentiments for her deceased mother. Gypsy now faces the fact that D.D., who used to be both her carer and her tormentor, will never understand the woman Gypsy has grown into or the child she is expecting as she embarks on her life's journey, starting a family with her fiancé, and getting ready to welcome her baby girl. It has been both terrible and bittersweet to consider this absence. It's hard to imagine a world where she doesn't get to see me as a mother, as a woman who's free to make her own decisions, said Gypsy. Years of manipulation and control were the foundation of this complex mother-daughter relationship. But Gypsy's will to heal and her resolve to accept the life she currently leads with her fiancé and soon to have a daughter has been a means of atonement and identity reclamation. Gypsy Rose has frequently talked about how hard it is for her to balance her past feelings of love and need for her mother with the fact that Dee Dee was a violent, domineering person who denied her a typical upbringing. Nevertheless, Gypsy's views on parenting and family have changed since the birth of her baby. She is now concentrating on becoming the kind of mother she wants to be, one who provides security, stability, and love, none of which she experienced as a child. As part of her healing process, she has committed to her mental health, sought help in counseling, and developed a loving and healthy relationship with her partner. She is now looking forward to the birth of her child. She views the advent of her daughter as the start of a new chapter in her life, one that she can write independently of her past or the anguish Dee Dee caused her. Despite her excitement for this new chapter, Gypsy Rose is unable to shake the sense of loss that comes with her mother's absence. She acknowledged that she occasionally ponders what her life could have been like if Dee Dee had been a nurturing, affectionate mother rather than a cunning one. Would things have gone differently in her life? Would she have been able to enjoy childhood's pleasures in a more typical manner? However, as she turns to the future, Gypsy must now leave these questions unresolved. Her love for her unborn child is a potent reminder that she has the opportunity to escape the destructive cycle of abuse and start a new family. I want my daughter to grow up knowing that her mother loves her more than anything in the world, and that she is safe, Gypsy stated with a determined tone. Gypsy Rose Blanchard views the birth of her daughter as a reminder of the tragedy and grief she has surmounted, as well as a sign of fresh starts. Gypsy is focused on the future and wants to provide a loving, supportive environment for her child, even if she may never have the opportunity to make amends with her deceased mother. The love and optimism Gypsy now has for her daughter and the family she is building are greater than the genuine pain of knowing Dee Dee will never be a part of her baby's life. Gypsy Rose Blanchard is resolved to be the kind of mother she never had, one who is present, loving, and dedicated to her child's welfare, as she continues on her path of recovery and parenthood.